Nestled in between Cookeville, Tennessee and the Kentucky border lies Standing Stone State Park, the home of one of the most competitive sporting events you've probably never heard of, the Rolley Hole National Championship Tournament and Festival. Recently, I had the pleasure of attending the annual tournament and festival, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. For those who have no idea what I'm talking about, Rolley Hole is an old Appalachian folk game played using marbles. The origins of this game are unknown, but Appalachians have been playing for hundreds of years. Initially played in the woods and farmland throughout Appalachia between spring and late fall, Rolley Hole has become so popular locally that they created a national championship tournament to decide the best players. Rolley Hole traditionally doesn't have any official rules, but official rules have been created for the purposes of the tournament. Rolley Hole is played on a surface called a marble yard. This yard is made of sifted dirt and is 40 feet by 25 feet. 3 feet inside these boundaries, a continuous string boundary is placed to denote the edge of the playing surface. When a marble is knocked outside of the edge, it must be played from the spot where it went out. Inside this inner boundary, there are 3 holes spaced evenly across the dirt playing field. Rolley Hole is a team game consisting of 2 teams of 2 players each. The object of Rolley Hole is to roll your marble into each hole in a certain order. Once both players on a team complete the course by making all the holes on the field, they win the game. Of course, rolling the marble isn't the only way to play. Hitting other players' marbles is not only allowed, but encouraged. If you successfully hit another player's marble, you get another turn. While the game might at first seem simple, let me assure you, it is not. It is difficult and extremely strategic in nature. These games can end up going on for hours at a time, and by the end of it, the players are covered in dirt. The Rolley Hole Championships take an entire Saturday to finish, so alongside the tournament is a festival to enjoy other aspects of marble culture. There's live folk and bluegrass music all day, and plenty of food and drink to keep you going throughout the entire day. On top of the Rolley Hole Marble Tournament, the festival puts on other tournaments for those of all ages, as well as offering hands-on learning for how to play Rolley Hole and a multitude of other traditional marble games. What kind of marble festival would it be without the main attraction though? Marbles. All types of marbles. My favorite part of the entire day was getting to learn about the tradition of making flint marbles from Appalachian craftsmen and women. And let me tell you, there's so much to know about what makes a good playing marble. I was lucky enough to talk to one of the local flint marble makers. He has been making flint marbles for over 30 years. The process of making these flint marbles is fairly straightforward, but it is in the material that makes a perfect Rolley Hole marble. A flint marble maker will start with a slab of flint. Then he will use a saw to cut the slab into a cube shape. Once the cube shape has been cut, then he will take the future marble over to his belt sander and begin rounding the edges. He will do this for some time until the flint marble becomes a near perfect sphere to be played with. These marbles achieve a variation of 2 thousandths of smoothness. Making one marble can take hours. So what type of material makes a good marble? Well, the reason the material is so important is because of the durability each marble needs to be played with. If the material is too hard, the marble will shatter in the game. If too soft, it can become misshapen. So this is why marbles used to play Rolley Hole come from flint. Its relative hardness of about 6.5 allows it to be durable and retain its shape for about 3 years of play. One interesting piece of information is that a new marble looks very clean, but as it is used, it will get spider cracks within the material. A marble that looks cracked all over the place is a marble that has been played with a lot. Flint marbles are the only type of marble to be used in the official Rolley Hole tournament. But local makers also use petrified wood as a material for people who want a collector's marble. A collector's marble made of petrified wood can never be played with because of its relative hardness of a tin, but it sure does look mesmerizing. The Rolley Hole National Championships at Standing Stone State Park gave me a unique experience that I doubt I can find anywhere else except in Appalachia. Learning about these old traditions and getting to spend time with the people who value them is a pretty special thing. There's no doubt in my mind I'll be back next year to visit and maybe even learn to play.